Beautiful. All right, thanks again for everyone attending I think it's the 7th Basketball Tasmania Gala Weekend Clinic. All right, so really appreciate it. We usually have, approximate 20, 25 coaches to these, so appreciate you giving up your time again today to come in and learn, and hopefully we can give you some things you can take back to your club and introduce, as soon as. I was been in clinics with Peter Lonigan, and he always talks about anything that you take from a clinic, try and get something in your next session, so it's like fresh in your mind, and go out, test it, and see how you coach it and teach it, and then you can reevaluate it pretty quickly, more than just leaving it for a long period of time. So if you can take one or two things from Nick and I today and then put into your session over the next couple of weeks, or even if you're doing an individual with somebody and popping it into that, right, see how it goes, evaluate yourself, and keep growing your philosophy and your teachings, from that standpoint. So I'm going to cover bigs. We haven't done a post clinic for a long time, so it's quite ironic that I'm doing the post clinic, one would say. But hopefully we can get some teaching points out of it, and you can then take that back. So I've been really fortunate to work with, I think, one of the best big coaches in this country, and that's Marty Clark, obviously, ironically being a guard, but he's coached Bogut and Baines, Alex Marich, the list goes on, those guys that come through the Institute, and he was, a real key for them and their development. And fortunate to work with Marty in Adelaide, where I got to see him work with Daniel Johnson, who's now one of the premier big men in the NBL, right? And some of his teachings and the way he did it, I'll be a poor version of Marty, right? Because he's so on point with the stuff he does and how he builds it up, and I'll give my best to carry on his teaching legacy, because he's outstanding at teaching bigs. The first thing that I want to share is just some common language that you can use, some teaching points that you don't have to demonstrate, but just some cues that as soon as you hear this language, the athletes can then bite onto it. So if you want to write these down, I'll go slow so we can get it, because I think these are the most important things, right, outside of doing the stuff on the floor technically. Most important one, bent knees, bent elbows. And I think if I got Lockie Brewer just to give a quick demonstration of what bent knees, bent elbows would be, and for a post, if we got the ball up on our shoulder, like shoulder tap, just constantly playing with bent knees and bent elbows. Now you could transfer that to guard play as well on a perimeter catch, right? But so important, bent knees, bent elbows, right, from a post player. The next part was shoulder taps. And this is something that we've really hammered home in the programs, from a finishing standpoint with the guards, but also with the bigs, right? Just being able to, as soon as you take it off your dribble and you're getting 2 feet in the paint, right? Just being able to come to a stop and then just get the ball up here on your shoulder and being nice and strong, right? So shoulder taps, not having it sitting down, right, with straight arms, which bent knees, bent elbows, shoulder taps, they go together, right? The other one, and again, transfer a lot of this stuff to guard play, but chin on your inside shoulder. So if you're catching it in the post, right, you want to play with your chin on your inside shoulder so you can see the floor, see where traps are coming from, see where cutters are coming from, right? So ball comes in, got your bent knees, bent elbows, got your shoulder tap, right, then chin to your inside shoulder, right, so you can see the action. And not everybody's going to be comfortable playing with their back to the basket, and we'll cover off some stuff in a moment about bigs that turn and face up, and that's probably more the modern game now. In Europe, a little bit more back to the basket and some slide dribbles. The NBA very much catch, you can face up and attack, or they catch it on the move. All right, but it was an international clinic on Friday that I was on, and we were talking about the traditional post, and that it'll be an evolution. It'll go out, it'll come back in, it's a skill set for individuals. I don't think post play is dead and buried, and it certainly won't be why I'm coaching, because I think there's room for that. If you have one of those players, the highest percentage shot is the layup, and they can get that layup. So we want to take that advantage where we can. The other one is split the feet and trap a leg. So if I can just get Lauren just to stand there and just facing me, just so we can have, right, an indication, right? And Amber, if you come over here, if Lauren's below you, right, and let's say and you're coming down the floor and she's there, or you might have screened on the wing and you're rolling and there's the big sitting there like drops defense. You want to attack her, right? And you want to split her feet, right, with one of your feet, right? So you want to split, yep. So as you split, just come back a little bit. So as you split there, you want to dip your shoulder, all right? And now you got to trap her leg on a reverse pivot, right? And you want to really try and hook that leg, right? So now she's on your back, right? I think if anyone's seen the HP game yesterday with Deasia and how many issues we had, right, in the game against Wynyard about her coming down and being able to pin our post defenders. Like, she did a really good job of it. She was really aggressive, but just coming down and being able to split feet, trap leg, all right? And then you want to sit, all right? Lowest man wins the fight, all right? So we can add that one in next. So split feet, trap a leg, and then the lowest man wins the fight. So if you're in the post and you're not lower than your opponent, they're trying to drive you out, you need to be able to hold your ground. Lowest man wins the fight. Nice trap, Amber. Good job. Catching the ball, whether it be mid-post, catching it on the block, always prefer to catch it above the block. But a quick teaching point, right, is attack the split line. Right, so if you're a post, you want to try and attack the split line, right, first to set your man up. Right, and it's something that we didn't do a good job of yesterday. We got, I know I always refer back in these clinics, I always refer back to the day before because we've got some recency, right, in our mind. But a lot of times we caught it and we're just trying to beat our man baseline and we get chest blast and now we're behind the backboard and now we have to make a secondary play, right, from that. So I think trying to attack the split line, attack the middle first, your chin's on your inside shoulder, right, you can see the floor. If there's any traps come, you can throw it out. But if you're one-on-one and you can get your man to the split line, then it becomes more difficult for them to guard because you've got more options. All right, so attacking the split line, attacking the front of the kill box, as we call it. I think really important. I think guards and bigs, best friend, pass, fake and pivots. Pass, fakes and pivots. Luke Longley talks a lot about having active feet in the post. Right, being able to go from post up to face up to post up. Or post up to face up. Right, so having active feet, right, and being able to pass, fake and pivot, right, fits in that little category. Okay, head up, right, head up, drive up, head below, swim. Right, so if I can just get you two boys here. So let's say Lockie's got the ball, throw those two balls out. Right, and Lockie's got the ball there, don't need that one. So you're the defender. Let's say you're below and you're up the line. You're just sitting up the line, the ball's coming down the floor. Right, so if your defender's head is up and it's above you, right, your job is to get down in a stance, lowest man wins the fight, and you drive him up. So you're posting up to this basket. All right, so short arm, long arm. Yep, short arm here, so that'll be short arm, long arm, and you're driving him up. So I'll show you, right? So you're here. So if his head's above mine, I'm driving him up, trying to create space below me. Right, head up, all right, drive up. Right, head equal or below. So let's say you end up being equal, head equal, so you're in front of him. You're posting up, so get your other foot through, right. If your head is equal or above, you want to swim or step across him, right, and duck in. Lucky you haven't played much in the post, have you?
No, I don't play post.
All right, jump out of the way. All right, the big guys are going to have to demonstrate, Nashi. All right, so if your head is equal, if I get to here and I'm waiting for the ball to come down the floor, if your head is equal or below, I want to swim and duck in. Right, so head up, drive up, right, head equal or below, swim / duck in. Nick's got some guard play later on, look. Okay, so there's just like a little snapshot of some of the language that I've used, and we use with our bigs, again, you can create your own language. I think that's the great thing about basketball. If you have some teaching points that you can make succinct, but you're consistent with, right, and you can throw into your teachings, and you just throw that at the player, and then there's a picture that comes up straight away. Well, I know what that means. There's a picture, I can act on that. If you're talking long sentences, paragraphs, have to have a whole discussion to get something done. Well, you don't have time in a game. And sometimes you don't have time at practice. Things are moving and you just want to be able to say one thing. You know, got to swim, right? Duck in. And there's a picture comes up because you've already been through the teachings from that standpoint. So succinct language. The next part is what we call the 5 S's, right, of the bigs. 5 S's. Okay, first one, and we want this with everybody, but being able to sprint. So we're talking about coming into screening actions. All right, so if Lockie was to enter the ball to me on the wing, all right, and I've got it, we want him to sprint into that screen, all right, because he's trying to get separation from his defender. All right, so sprint into screen. The next one, Lockie, let's say you're guarding me. All right, as you're sprinting in, now you need to be smart. All right, so I may shift with the ball and you may go on the other side and flip it and I come back. All right, you might see that the defenders are weaking or icing, sending it one way. So as you come in, as an example, I'm here, you start to ice it, which you jump to the high side. Right, now Lockie comes under and flips it. All right, so sprint, and then you need to be smart, not just sprint in and screen, and it's not the right screen for that situation. So you've got to be thinking as you're sprinting into your screen. Sprint, smart, all right, and then the third one, right, is smash. So if I can just rewind, go back to the smart, you sprint, you can, language that we would use, you can flip it, right, which goes underneath, or you can twist it, right? So if you come off the pick and roll and the ball defender goes under, right, automatic twist. Very difficult to get done at junior level, right, in this country. If you watch the European kids, they do it automatically, do it way better than us. That's something that I'd like to be over the next 12 months, become much better at. Right, that our bigs can recognise and our guards can recognise it. They don't just fly off it and someone's in front of them and then they move it on. That our big and our guard can be working together and be smart. Defender goes under, you then re-screen it or twist it, right, and we can come straight back off it. Right, pick and roll is the hardest thing to defend. We just need to be better at utilising it, not just having 50 pick and rolls and 5 of them become effective. All right, so we have to put a lot of time into it. So being able to sprint, being smart, having good angles, and I will touch on angles. So if Lockie throws it to me and he's coming to set the side pick and roll, right, his back needs to be to the point of attack. All right, so coming from here, usually the point of attack is roughly the elbow, so he would want his back to the elbow. All right, if we're playing on this basket as an example, and I'm coming off the middle pick and roll, all right, he would want his back to the nail. We're trying to get the ball defender to go over, because if the ball defender goes over, right, then Lockie's defender has to help. All right, so screening angles, really important. Back to the point of attack. Where you want the ball to attack, that's where you have your back to. Okay, no different to a screen, like a screen away or a flex cut. The flex cut, you want the cutter attacking the rim, so the screener's back needs to be the point of that attack. Then smash. So when you do smash, so sprint, smart, smash. And this is a common issue that Lockie come back and defend. Like a lot of young screeners will sprint in and they'll stop there and they leave that space. Right, your job is, and we need to work together, so I can't go too early and then you two guys meet and it becomes a blocking foul. Right, you need to sprint in and take up space, all right, and smash him so I can come off you tight. All right, so really important. Smash, you take up space. The screener goes to the defender. He doesn't stop and ask the ball handler to take his man to the screen. I think really important. Fourth thing would be separation, right? And smash doesn't mean, like you're getting screened a lot here. Right, as you come in and you smash, smash doesn't mean holding for a long period of time. For me, smash means impeding the progress of the ball defender. All right, so as soon as he feels like he's impeded his progress, he then needs to get out of that and separate. All right, and it needs to be done quickly. Smash, separate. And from a teaching standpoint, we teach through step-throughs. And Lockie was on point with that. All right, so you can just teach it. As you come in to set the screen, as he screens and comes off, all right, he steps through and gets out it. Straight away, his chin goes to his inside shoulder to find the ball. So whether it's a screen on the ball or a screen away from the ball, right, screen, find the ball. Screen, find the ball. And then the best thing is score. So as soon as you screen and you're looking to find the ball, after you've got separation, you're thinking score, right? And every person that has the ball should be thinking score, right? How can I find a way to, whether beat my man away from the pick and roll, whether I catch it on the roll, I'm looking to score. No, that's taken away, now I've got to make another pass, but you're always thinking, how can I score? Got to have a scoring mentality. So quick revision. Sprint, smart, being able to get your angles right, being able to flip screens, being able to twist it, being able to slip it. So part of the slip is, how am I being defended as a screener? So if I'm sprinting in and my defender is hard showing or blitzing, then I need to be able to get out of that quick. Right? If they're in drops, right, I don't want to slip it because I'm just going to run straight into the defender. Right? Another thing, teaching the slip, right? And I know I've jumped in and out of guard play here. Right? So as Lockie comes, if I'm on the dribble, don't slip it because it ends up being that and then over the top. Right? So if you know, and the ball handler should know, how's this screen going to be defended? That's what I've got to be thinking. What's Lockie's man going to be doing? Right, and if you're on it, Aiden, and I've got, you know, he's hard showing, I need to have the ball on my shoulder where I can throw it off my shoulder. All right, so shoulder taps are really important when you know teams are going to blitz or whether they're going to hard show. So Lockie's thrown it down to me, he's coming into it and he slips it and I can throw it off my shoulder, not off my hip and not off the dribble. All right, as a teaching point. Jumping in and out of post and guard play here, they work together. All right, got to be on the same page. Okay, smash, take away space, impede progress. Separate, right, step through quickly, find the ball. Chin on inside shoulder. Then the last one is score. Now, without any drills, if you just took that little package of the language and the 5 S's, you could take that back to your practice and get a lot more done, right, with your groups, right, without even any drills. Right, so now I'm just going to throw a bunch of drills at us that sort of incorporate some of that stuff, right? We'll get everybody on the move, all right, and I'll sort of talk on the move. If you have any questions, is there any questions so far on any of that? Brett? All right, we're good. All right, just a couple of quick warm-up drills that I'll do. Just get a little bit of space just in here, just to get our feet moving. Just put the ball on the floor. Yep, just in front of you. So you'll need a ball. Lockie's always got one there. Good. Don't be frightened to talk, Lock. All right, so get yourself a little bit of space. All right, and we just get our feet moving. Just, all right, again, coordination. All right, Lauren's really good at this. She's done this a heap of times. All right, we've got 40 toe taps just to get our feet moving. All right, so in honour of Maradona, all right, a little bit of toe tap work here. Okay, got 40. Go. Good coordination drill just to get you moving, get you thinking. Like if you're not focused and you do the wrong thing here, you know, bad things can happen. So just being able to, just a good warm up, just keep nice and balanced. All right, from that one, then pick your ball up. Got 25 ball slaps. So just really hard, just bring the ball in and slap it. We've all done it. All right, but just that thought process of bringing the ball in, right, really aggressively and tight. Okay, 25 ball slaps. Good, next one, just a little bit more space, all right, and just come down this end, so just this way. Yep, all you gotta do just in your area is you just gotta spin it out. Quick demo lock, spin it out, jump stop, shoulder tap. Yep, just gotta do that. You got 5 on your right, 5 on your left. Okay, just spin it out, jump stop, shoulder tap. Chin to the opposite shoulder, all right? Chin on your inside shoulder. Just 5 on each side. So when we talk about lowest man wins the fight, we need to have good balance, right? Good balance means good wide stance, right? Then lowest man. So if I start crawling here, right, Locke needs to be able to hold his position. The lower I get, the lower he has to get, right? Lowest man wins the fight. Can't play too low. Okay, next one is just going to be a little one, just a little shoulder tap with a pound dribble. So you just got to stand there and just imagine your defender's here, just trying to move him a little bit, but we know just a pound dribble and a short jump, right? And you just got to go into me, Lockie. Yep, and a pound like 2 hands, like you're getting ready to go up and dunk it, right? Hard as you can. Back to your shoulder tap, and then just like you're hitting the defender. He's here, just to give enough little separation just to get your jump hook off. All right, just 5 each way. Just getting used to playing strong and low with your fundamentals. All right, good wide base at your end. Shoulder tap and hold it. And if you do these like as little warm-up drills where you take scoring out of it. Eliminate the shot, because that becomes the distraction. As soon as you think about, I've got to make the layup, I've got to finish here, right? It's just a little distraction. And you just have quick little hits of this regularly, right? And becomes part of your DNA. Okay, next one's just going to be same thing, just a little power dribble. Good demonstration, Lockie. Good power dribble, right? I start to wall up, right? He's just got to step through with the over bottle, right? Step through, right? And just step through to being back in a good strong stance. So from there, over, ready to jump hook again. Right, just working on pivoting. Pivoting, pass fakes, shoulder taps. Right, 5 each way. Good, Lauren, really good. Probably one that as we start doing this is language starts to evolve, and I think, oh, I haven't put that one down. Anytime you pivot, drop your hips. Remember that one, H? Anytime you pivot, all right, got to drop your hips. All right, you're pivoting because you're being pressured. So anytime you're pressured and someone's bodying up on you, lowest man wins the fight. Right? Pivot, drop your hips. Very good. All right. Aiden, quick demo. You're here, all right, we're doing taps, all right, up onto the glass, so left hand only, all right, so you got to throw it up, you got to go up and just tap it back up onto the glass with your left hand, all right, just again, timing your jump, being able to coordinate it into your hand. You got 3 off the glass, so you got 3 taps, so throw it up to start, 3 taps, and then you got to take it one hand and you got to put it in with your left hand. All right, here we go, best effort. All right, good, go. Both baskets, all right. Just here, this basket here and this basket here. All right, to start with, just 3 on your left, give it your best effort. All right, and then go to the other side, 3 on your right. All right, it's really difficult. All right, so just being able to time your jump, keep it up. All right, testing you, Lauren. All right, being able to coordinate your jump, keep control of the basketball. So it also becomes part of being able to rebound at your highest point. All right, you want to be able to rebound at your highest point, keep it up. 3 and then finish. A little bit closer, Josh. That's it. Okay, move on. Next one. You got 4 this time. You got to throw it up. Left, right, left hand finish. Combos. Hayden, get it going. Good, it's all right. You just got to stay in the play and keep going at it. All right, Lockie always giving us a good example, which is great. All right, done. Good. Okay, next one. Getting more back into post play. Just got to start here. Just got to start with our heels on the charge circle. Preferably, this is where we want to catch it. If we catch it on the charge circle from any screening action or duck ins, swims, if we catch it here, all cuts are off. Right, it's one-on-one. All right, and I love Darren Best sort of give me this. If it's one-on-one, get it done. If it's 1-on-2, it's not for you. I think it's great language. I've started using it even more. I didn't use it when Bestie was here, so I didn't want to give him any credit. But now he's left, like it's our vernacular. So if you get it in here, all cuts are off, right? It's on the post. So we just got to start here, got to spin it out. You want to keep your chest to the ball. So if the ball is on the wing with Lockie, I want to keep my chest to him. Right? If the post defender, right, starts to come over the top, what I don't want to do, right? So going back to the rules, if your defender's head is above you, drive up. Right? Head up, drive up. What we tend to do is we get to this point and now we become skinny. And we make it very difficult. Lockie, can you just pop this here on a really nice pass while you're being pressured and we've got a captain in the hole? Like, so difficult. Right? So we want to make it easy for the feeder. Lowest man wins the fight. It's going to be hard for Lauren to get out. Oh, there we go. And we just want to drive her up. Okay, so as a starting point, this is all we're doing. No defender, we just got to spin it out. Jump stop, shoulder tap, chin on your inside shoulder. All right, and then we've just got 3 pass fakes. All right, and this is really important. You see some funky pass fakes like out of the post and it's sort of like this. They need to be, your thumbs need to be basically together and the ball is side on. So if I'm throwing the ball, and Elise, let's say you're on the other wing and your defender started to come in, I feel like your defender's got a trap from the high opposite quadrant. So they're starting to sneak in and I need to be able to sit here, chin on my inside shoulder and just pass fake across the floor. So really important that it goes from here, bent knees, bent elbows, shoulder tap, and it goes out. I don't extend. Sorry, I don't extend because that becomes straight armed. All right, want to be out and just out and back. Out and back. All right, we just got 3 and done. Spin out, right, jump stop, chest to the wing, because that's where the pass come in from. Shoulder tap, chin on your inside shoulder, pass fakes. 3 pass fakes, done. Go. Stop. So Lauren, check your feet. All right, so we always want to be above the block. So if I'm coming to down screen, I want to come at this angle. If I start coming at this angle, and then I have to try and split and trap, and I catch it, I don't have any space. I'm trying to find space below me to work in. Okay? Come on, Loz. Good. Go. Just some reps. Yep. And you're pass faking across the floor. So you got to snap it out, Amber, like snap it out. All right, not just a little, you got to snap it out. Like you got to get that defender to feel like you're throwing it back across the floor. All right, pass fakes and pivots. Cross the floor, Loz. Cross the floor. Lower, lower, lower. Lowest man wins the fight. Good, last one. Nice, Aiden. All right, done. Next one. Just so one-on-one, got to start down here, don't need a ball. Right, Aiden and Josh, throw your ball out. Right, and you just got to put your chest to the baseline, starting, yep, there, right, and you're posting up. And you're sitting, just keep your chest to the sideline, because it's just a drill, there's no ball, chest to sideline. Lowest man. All right, your job now is you're working together, take your arm bar out, and I just want you to lean on him and stay square. All right, so you're square, 10 toes to the baseline. All right, you're working with him, but you're making it difficult for him. Your job is, his head is above yours, right, head up, drive up. Okay, and you just got to sit down, right, and this is really important where his feet don't come together. So you got to really lean on him, Aiden, but you're working with him. All right, as soon as your feet come together, very difficult to stay balanced, bent knee, bent elbows. All right, so you got to be like a little, I use the terminology Pac-Man, but not everybody understands that now. All right, so where it's just like, you're getting a little bite as you go. But as soon as your feet come together and your legs go straight, you're not the strongest man. All right, so this should be fun. So make it difficult for him, Aiden. All right, and that's it, short arm, long arm. Good, and just little short slides until you get above the free throw line. All right, and done. All right, next two in. Let's go, girls. Come on, Amber. Get down in a stance. So I think it's really important for young players, and especially the females, are getting used to really like making body contact, being aggressive, being comfortable with, you know, being physical, being low, feeling strong. All right. Eyes up, Amber. That's it. Short arm, long arm. Come on, Lauren. I think Amber can get lower. Go back to the start. Come on, Amber. Get down. Sit. Lower. Lower. Good. Short steps. Nice. Good girl. Flip it over. All been? Good. Nice job. Okay. Again, as that's happening, you just keep going back to your teaching points. All right. Last man wins the fight. All right. Drive up. Sit. Just one or two words that they can bite on straight away that they can then get it done. Okay, now everyone needs a ball. Just got to start on this sideline. Just a repetition build up, all right? And all it's got to be is just little slide dribbles, all right, across the floor. And as you slide dribble, it's like your shoulder and your head is just like popping the defender in the chest. So when we put it back into play, it's got to be sliding across, attacking the split line. But you're just got to go across the floor, right, and back, and always just low, slide, chin on your inside shoulder, keeping your feet good width apart. Right? Go. Low and wide, don't bring your feet together. Stay down, don't bounce. Take up space. Good, turn around, come back. Left hand. Chin on your shoulder. See across the floor. Aiden, so Aiden, you should be looking up here. All right, where the trap's coming from. Good, just a key point. As soon as you put the ball on the floor, like it's a key, and I know we do it with some of our BTAS groups in the HP, that when the ball goes on the floor, we got a trap from the high opposite quadrant. All right, so from a teaching standpoint, offensively, if we're being trapped, we need to be able to see when it's coming. And a lot of teams trap now on the bounce because it's just harder for bigs to take it off the dribble and then make that pass. All right, so our fundamentals need to be on point, right, when we're teaching that. Right, now we're going to piece it together. So Loz, you got to start on charge circle, spin out, shoulder tap, pass fake, across the floor. All right, you can have one or two. I know you can feel them coming to W. All right, now you got to take your, what are we attacking? Split line. So you got to take your top leg, right? And I'm here, and you're trying to get that top leg over mine, and now you're down, and now we're into a slide. All right, and you're trying to get to the charge circle. All right, so we just got to spin it out. We're going to get there. We're going to get to the jump stop, the shoulder tap, done. Let's not put the distraction in yet. All right, good? Go. Good. Just do 2 or 3 each. Good, when you get to the end of it, right, you need to be in, right, 10 toes pointing across the floor, right, and straight to your shoulder tap, Chin on your inside shoulder, eyes up. Slide. Good, so when you come to your jump stop, Aiden, like 10 toes across the floor, right, so you're ready for your jump hook. Finish strong, low and wide. Okay, now we've got to finish it with a jump hook. Right, so as soon as we get to the slide and we get to the split line, right, eyes make layups. Eyes make layups. So as soon as I come to my jump stop and I shoulder tap, my eyes have got to get up on my target. Right, shoulder tap, and I'm shooting the ball right over my temple. Right, one issue we had yesterday, we get to here and we shoulder tap, and then we turn and shoot it here, and Deasia would block it continuously, which caused us grief. Right, she's nodding her head down there. Right, shoulder tap, right, your shoulder in their chin. Shoulder tap in the chin, and you're shooting it over your temple nice and high. Right, so the defender has to come across your body, right, to get to the ball. Right, well, then puts the referee in a position, you've got to make a decision. Right, let's go. Lowest man wins the fight. Pass fakes. Eyes make layups, so as soon as you come to your jump stop, right, your eyes have got to get up quickly. Chin on your inside shoulder. How's my teaching points, Jacob? You've been through this about 100 times. Have I missed anything? Got to make layups at the end, right? I think a habit you need to be careful of is you start to slide and then you start to jump up and down, all right? You need to stay nice and slow, lowest man, try and get to the split line. Okay, now we'll just continue on from that. All right, just got your slide, Lockie, great example, jump stop over the bottle. Pivot, all right, and then finish, yep, outside your body. Go. Low, chin on your shoulder. And what we want to do is we want to go from shoulder tap to shoulder tap. Right, not shoulder tap and under or shoulder tap and over and then it comes to our hip, right, to shoot our hook. Right, shoulder to shoulder, nice and aggressive. Right, some coaches I've heard, you know, call it brushing your defender's teeth. Right, so as you go through, so they go back. I've heard that as a good teaching point. You can sort of see a visual straight away from that standpoint. All right, and hold. Okay, so we've got that above the block, Aiden. Now we've got the defender, all right, and you got a lowest man wins the fight, and you're trying to get to the split line to a point. Now, if I'm here, all right, just attack straight away. There is no slide. All right, if I just get a little bit low, and you've got to start to think, if I'm here, what might be coming on the bounce? Double. Yeah, the trap may be coming. All right, if I'm more square to the basket, right, I'm not directing you anyway. Now, if I'm here, now you've got to be aware that the captain may be coming for a double. Yeah. All right, again, chin on your inside shoulder, you can use it. How do you move the captain? Yep, pass fakes. All right, just get him to move out and you can start to move. Like this is the guy you're looking, or the high opposite quadrant. Okay, now as you start to move me across the floor, just carry the ball. Yep, start to move me. As soon as you feel that my chest, all right, is on your shoulder, yeah, all right, you're back, all right, and you're looking to spin. And as you spin, you don't want to fade out. As you spin, you got to take your shoulder and come back into my chin. All right, so as you hook me. So I get to here, got the spin, all right, and yeah, you need to be here. So if I come back to block you, all right, I'm jumping into you and got contact. All right, we don't want to fall out of our shot. All right, so attack the split, all right, imaginary defender, and then we're going to play some one-on-one here in a moment. Imaginary defender, all right, spin back, shoulder tap, high finish over your temple. Go. Done that before, Lauren? Play off 2 feet. Be aggressive. Aggressive. So, Annalise, don't fall. You just fell into it. All right, and then you rammed it in the bottom of the backboard. Come, shoulder tap, eyes up. Eyes make layups. 2 feet. 2 feet lock, play off 2 feet. All right, we'll move on to the next phase and I'm going to let you play one-on-one. All right, so Lockie Brewer. So if you are playing against someone that you feel stronger than you, all right, so the smart need to take from the strong. All right, so if we're in here and I'm stronger, all right, I have the advantage. If you use your pivoting and have an active feet that we talked about early, and now you face up, I'm not strong anymore because I can't just physically get into you. I can crawl into you, right, but I can't physically push you. I have to take my hands off. All right, so being able to go from post up to face up, if your bigs are more comfortable playing face up, great. And again, try and get yourself above the block so you've got angles to go both ways. Again, mindset, attacking the split, or where am I? You know, I might be forcing your base. Check your captain, all right? Because if you put it on the floor there and then I give you a little chest bump, now you're starting to head behind the backboard. All right, so again, mindset, how do I set my man up? It might be a jab that way, all right? It might be, no, I'm just going to attack the split line. But you've got to leave yourself with a good angle. So I'm going to let you spin it out. I'm going to let you play with your back to the basket. Right, at least start with a pass fake across the floor just so you can keep reinforcing your fundamentals. You can face up if you want. You can go back to post up. So you release the pressure, right, and then you're straight back into it and then you're attacking. Right, whatever you feel best. Spin it out, play one-on-one. Today. Let's go. Hold it. Who's playing one-on-one? Right, so again, whether it's guard play or whether it's bigs, you can do all the work you want fundamentally and on zero. But in the end, you have to go and play one-on-one to transfer it. All right? Good, and I would always play to a score or a defensive stop. One-on-one in the post, so you'll want second efforts. Right, you've got to be able to shoot it, hit the floor, all right, and then get after it. Good, nice, Amber. Good job. Last one. Okay, done. I think the two players, especially from that space, we watched Tim Duncan on an international stage being able to operate in that space. Lauren Jackson being able to operate in that space. Tim Duncan, probably the master of the face up and then the bank shot, right? His skill set, which is suited. Martin Catalini was like a 6'5" wing that played undersized 4, played for the Boomers. His ability to catch it and turn and face up and he'd just sit the ball here on his shoulder. Naturally, you would have go, this is like bringing back bad memories, right? And he'd sit it here and then all of a sudden he'd just rise straight up in your shot and just catch you off guard. Right? And I got to work with him in Perth for a year and he taught me so much. Like players teach coaches. And he's one that I've taken and go, probably the younger generation don't know him now, but he was like an elite shooting guard, like amazing. Shooting guard, then take you into the post as a big guard. And he'd do that. He wasn't strong enough to back you down, right? Or he might take one and then shoot the fade, but turning and facing up, I felt like he was a nightmare to guard, right? So he taught me. Questions? Well, I missed H. Happy with that? Yeah. All right, good. Quick hand for all our post players that are out on the floor right now. I think one thing and this is where the game is going, it might have gone a little bit away from the traditional post. What it is starting to go towards is guards posting up, right? So being able, and all the fundamentals fundamentals that we worked on there are guard transferable anyway. A lot of the language can be used whether it's on the perimeter or in the post. All right, so Keely's looking at me going, yeah, I like this thought of me posting up a little bit more. All right, so if you've got a guard that has those skills, you know, find a way to get him into that position. All right, do it at practice and see who has it. Let them play one-on-one, have some fun with it. All right, there's a lot of teaching points from that. Okay, thank you.
Thank you everyone for coming along to today's clinic. So I'm going to be presenting on some drills and games that work on multiple skills. So what I'm going to be showing is going to be a little bit more tailored towards guards, because obviously Mark covered off on some big stuff. I think one problem that all coaches at any level face is we always, and like all coaches, you'll probably nod your head when I say this, just feel like you don't have enough time with the athletes. So whether it might be at the club level, you might have a 45-minute or an hour session once a week, and you just have so much you want to cover, and you just don't feel like you have enough time. I think that's like an issue all coaches have. I know we have it at the BTAS level, always like, we just wish we had the athletes more. Then the other thing is, as coaches, we don't always have the resources that we want, whether that be, having enough hoops, having enough equipment. And I think that's a challenge that, again, coaches at all different levels have, is not having enough time, having enough resources. I don't think we should look at those problems as bad things. It's not a bad thing. What we need to do is look at it as a challenge and an opportunity. All right, how can I be creative and make this work? Because I think really good coaches, or great coaches, are resourceful. And they just find a way to make things happen with what they have. So that's what I'm going to try to do today, is show you some things that doesn't require a lot of time to cover off on. Okay, it doesn't require a lot of like resources and equipment and all that kind of stuff. I think an example I guess I'll give is SDP boys right now in the south. We have 29, 30 athletes in SDP. We've got the best depth we've ever had in the boys side of things, and the court we train at only has 2 hoops. And obviously with that many athletes and only 2 hoops, that presents a lot of challenges. So I've just got to find a way to make it work. And what we've started to incorporate in every single session is we just break it. Every session, 15 minutes, we call it our daily dose, where we just break them into 3 different stations. One end is always shooting. One end is like maximizing kind of the side and the middle of the court. Some examples of things we've done there is just like ball handling, passing. We've even done some defensive stuff, okay, using the middle part of the court. And then the other end, we have some element of a small-sided game, 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3. So I think that's an example of just being resourceful and just trying to find a way. A really good start to trying to find a way and make things happen is just to maximize the time you do have with the athletes. So hence why the topic today is showing you drills and games that cover off on multiple things. Because I think as coaches, we sometimes fall in the habit of, all right, we just do a ball handling drill and we do that for 5 minutes. And then we go do a passing drill for 5 minutes. And then we go do a finishing drill for 5 minutes. And there you go, you've already lost 15 minutes of your practice. Well, hold on, maybe you could spend 8 minutes and you could do a drill that does dribbling, passing, shooting all at the same time. So that's the challenge, is to try and think about how can you be more efficient and maximize everything you do at practice. I always try to show new things at these clinics, and I think this is the 3rd year in a row I've presented. Some of the stuff is like I haven't even tried yet. I saw it on online maybe 2 days ago, and I'm like, oh, let's give that a go. Because I think that's always Mark said, it's always a fun thing to do as coaches, is just see something, see it one day, teach it the next, right? And then there's some things that I've made little adjustments to drill how I normally would do it, just to try and incorporate multiple skills. Okay, so I guess I'm going to show you some things today, but more than anything, I want you to take the concept out of it, that, okay, how can I just get more done in whatever drill it is that I like doing at practice? So it's more the concept behind it. Okay, I promised the athletes I wouldn't talk for 20 minutes like Mark did. Mark said he was only going to be 5 minutes, and he was 20 minutes talking. So we're going to get into it. Okay, can I have half of you just on that wing over there, half of you on this wing over here? Yep, let's go, quick, move. Yeah, in just one line, so just like, yep, so just jump behind, yep, one person up. All right, so we're going to alternate sides. All it's going to be, you're going to start in your inside hand, one dribble, cross between, you then take another dribble, and you're going to throw a pass to me with your inside hand. So doing that ball handling, so one dribble, cross between, pass to me. After you've passed it, you are going to sprint from the wing. You're going to get 1 foot next to the cone. You're going to plant. As you plant, you're dropping your hips. Then you're going to hard back cut. I'm going to hit you with a bounce pass. You're going to finish. And the other side will go straight away. Everyone's good with that? Right, here we go, Oz. Start us off. Good. Yep. Good. Back up. Next. Here we go. Good. Yep. Let's go. Good. All right, stop there, stop there. Okay, so we're gonna, now, I should have said this as well, coaches, so practice sessions are all about athletes. That's what a practice session's about. Today is a coaching clinic, so it is all about you as coaches. So I'm not necessarily gonna run this like a practice where everyone's gonna get a lot of reps of stuff. I always overestimate how much time I have, and I wanna try and get through a lot today. So we're gonna move things pretty quickly here. Okay, next one, you're gonna start in your outside hand. So you're gonna go one dribble between. So now we'll come back to your outside hand, and you're gonna go a throwback pass, exact same thing. I wanna see a really obvious change of speed here. So you throw it, you might pause, you're then running up, okay, plant, drop your hips, and then sprint. Okay, so this should be like a really change of speed to it. All right, start us off, outside hand, here we go, between, here we go, between, here we go, yep, throw it, yep, good, next, here we go, between, throwback pass. Come on, good throwback pass. Hey, let's change sides, after you shoot it, let's change sides. Here we go. All right, stop there. All right, go back. Okay, next one. We're gonna go, so start it in your outside hand. One dribble, cross, between, behind. Actually, sorry, my bad, start in your inside hand. Cross, between, behind. So now it's back to your outside hand, and you're gonna go same pass, so it's throwback. I want you to make sure you're going over your tempo as you do it, and put some heat on the pass. You got that? All right, Lockie, start us off. Here we go. Good, yep, change speed, good, next. Here we go. Oh, my bad, that's a terrible pass. All right, good job, okay. Back here, back of the cones, at the elbows. Let's go. One line there at the elbow, one line there at the elbow. Okay, so again, just the concept of what we just did, a little bit of dribbling, a little bit of passing, a little bit of finishing. Now, we progressed pretty quickly. You can literally do whatever you want with the ball handling. You can do whatever you want with passing and finishing. Something I'm going to try and give a little bit more detail to now is some coaching points, because it's not the drill that makes the athletes good, it's the coaching points, and I think that's something Mark was just so detailed with, was the coaching points. So, I'll quickly talk through the drill. So one at a time, and I need, so Zoe, actually maybe Keely, pass me your ball. All right, so you're gonna go through one dribble crossover. So I'll just talk it through. So one dribble crossover, you're gonna get to this cone here. I'm then gonna hit you with a second ball. All right, so now you're gonna have two balls at halfway. So you just wait, catch it, two balls, and now you're gonna go two ball dribbling. And you can do anything, same time, alternate, whatever. Okay, so working it, okay? You're going to attack the point, okay, reversal post. Again here, you're going to be dribbling both basketballs. You are going to then pass with your outside hand. So you're going to keep dribbling this ball, pass with your outside hand to me. You're then going to go between the legs, and you're going to drive it hard down, and you're going to finish, okay, with like a running hook. Okay, so that's the drill. Some teaching points. With your crossovers, I want you to think plant, drop, snap. Okay, so what I mean by that, when I get to this cone, I plant my foot, I drop my shoulder, and I snap it through. Okay, so it's plant, drop, snap. Plant, drop, snap. Everyone's got that? Okay, with your finishes, like Mark spoke about, getting it on your shoulder, and I want you to finish outside of your body. We got that? All right, well, I'll start us off. Here we go. Good, plant, drop, snap. Good, tight handle. Good, yep, here we go, two balls, yep, work it. Good, passing to me. Yep, between, yep, drive it, yep, let's go. Give me a second ball. Josh. Yep, good. Yep, let's go. Yep, let's go, girls. Here we go. Your plant, drop, snap. Good, yep, let's work it. Keep dribbling. Good, between the legs. Okay, just stop walking. All right, so again, I'm just gonna move it through pretty quickly. So that's crossovers. Next one's going to be between the legs. So with between the legs, I want you to think this. You're going to go stride stop. Okay, so stride, snap, drive your back knee. So coaches, most junior athletes, when they go between, do this. They go between, and their movement is like that. They actually don't gain any ground, they don't get past their player. Okay, so we don't want to see athletes coming through and doing this, and then kind of sliding forward like that. What we want is stride, snap, drive your back knee. Stride, snap, drive your back knee. Back knee. Make sense? All right, here we go. Walk your second ball. Yep, let's go. Good, two balls, yep, work it. Gotta get all the way to the point. Yeah, second ball, girls. Quick. Yeah, here we go, two. Yeah, just pause it halfway. Oh. Hey, let's make sure we wait it halfway, and then we gotta get all the way to the reversal post. Wait halfway. Good, yep, all the way to the reversal post. Keep dribbling, outside hand. Good, better. Here we go. Second ball, girls. Good, wait halfway here. Wait halfway. Two balls, work it. Outside hand pass. Between the legs. Here you go. Yeah, let's go, one more. Keep going. Good, wait halfway, two balls, work it. Outside hand, that would be inside hand. All right, stop there. Okay, so that's between the legs. Next one's gonna be behind the back. Okay, with behind the back, I want you to think jump stop, same thing. Snap it through, drive your knee through. Okay, so jump stop, snap, drive. Jump stop, snap, drive. Make sense? What hand are we passing with, Josh? Outside hand. Okay, keep dribbling that ball past the outside hand. Here we go, Keely. You wait halfway, yep, two balls, let's work it. Keep dribbling, outside hand. Good. Here we go. Yep, two balls, yep, let's work it. Good, get to the point. Keely. Good, wait halfway. Good. Good, finish. Okay, pause there, good job. All right, just come forward to halfway. Okay, so again, it's a coaching clinic. Hopefully you would have at a session more than one coach, so you could kind of have both sides going at the same time. So that, just think about how could you get more reps in it. If you have the challenge, if you don't have a full court, you can do the exact same thing. Have your cone set up here. Start on the baseline, working your handle, doing all the same stuff. Coach will be standing in the middle. Pass it, you might have another cone up here, similar to what you did before. Maybe get to the cone, maybe go around the cone, plant, coach will pass it back, and then you're into your finish. All right, so that would be a little adjustment you can make if you only have half a court. Okay, good stuff. Find a partner, and let's get everyone jumping down with your partner just here in the corner. Let's go quickly, move. Okay, so this is what we have. Who are we with, Lockie? Josh, all right. So Lockie, you're gonna be working within the corridor, so you can't go past the seam. So just working your hand within the corridor. Now, something, I'm sure you've all seen this before, we have someone dribbling, you have defense, doing all that. Nothing wrong with that, but I'm just like thinking, okay, how can I get more skills out of this particular drill? So what it's gonna be, Josh, you're gonna be in front of, so as an example, you're gonna be in front. Now, as Lockie goes that way, you have to be dribbling with this hand. So you're dribbling, yep. As soon as he changes hands, okay, you just got to keep in front, same stance. All right, and you're going to be doing that. We're just going to be doing that all the way down to the other end. Now, as an example, so let's say you're here, imagine you're down the other end, so you're coming in. All right, as he's coming forward, so once you break the 3-point line, you're just going to drive in, you're going to get a shot up. Defense's job is with the ball, you're just going to contest. You might give him a little bit of contact in the body, and you're going to finish with your non-preferred hand. I want you to think if you finish, eyes make laps, so getting your eyes up, shoulder taps, finishing high. We got that? Maybe you two boys want to go down there and you can be bringing it back. All right, and maybe two girls go down there as well. All right, when the pair in front gets to halfway, you go. Yep, here we go. Outside hand. Good, keep going, work it. You go a little bit faster, good. Tight handle. Good, attack it, attack it. Yeah, you got to, come on Aiden, you got to contest the shot, let's go. Good, keep going, keep going. Good, tight handle, tight handle. Let's go faster boys, come on Josh, let's go faster, challenge him. Yep. Here we go, let's go faster, faster. Oh, keep it in front, keep it in front. Keep going, Emma, keep going, Emma. And just stop there. Aiden, Aiden. Stop there. Keep going, finish the rep, finish the rep. Stop. Let's go. Okay. So, very challenging. Have to be going backwards. Got to keep your dribble. We've got to remember which hand to dribble with. I want us to try to go a little bit faster with our handle now. Okay, so I think we have the drill, so when we challenge ourselves, I want you to, to the point where you might make some mistakes. That's a good thing. Now, we're going to change it a little bit. So when you get to close to the 3-point line, the person that is going forwards, they are in charge, and they're going to say, go. So the person that's going forwards at some stage near the 3-point line will say, go. So as an example, I'm here, I'm on defense, I'm dribbling, we get close to the 3-point line. As soon as that person says, go, we are both turning, and we are racing in for the finish. You got that, Josh? All right, so now we're going to advance it. We're going to make it a little bit more competitive. So it's not just like rehearsing a drill. Now it's what's called a one-on-one aspect to the drill. So we're racing for the shot. With your finish, you have to play off 2 feet. Have to play off 2 feet. You have to finish with your non-preferred hand. Okay, so if you need to shoulder tap, step through, do some of that stuff Mark showed, finish high. Good with that? All right, yep, let's go. Both hands can go. Yep. Yeah, well, got to keep it in front, got to keep it in front. Oh, got to finish, got to finish. Yeah, keep going, keep going. Keep going. Next one, here we go. Any questions, coaches, about any of this stuff? Any questions? No? Josh, just stop there. Aiden, Huey, just come down. Just stop there. Finish the rep. Just come down. Yes. On the retreat? Yeah.
I think looking at it, the first time I've seen you do that drill, really good.
Yep.
I think some good stuff can come out of that.
Yep, definitely. So some teaching points on it. It's a really good question. I need to do a better job of being clearer with it. So obviously just trying to keep the ball in front is the goal. Right, so can I keep the ball in front? Thinking about which hand to go with. What I would say is trying your best to stay in a low stance. Okay, so you're sliding. I think sometimes we can get very upright with it, so hips are low. Okay, when it's a change of direction, okay, you've got to be able to quickly drop step and change direction. Answer your question?
Yeah, just
yep.
Any teaching points is,
yep.
It's good, I think watching athletes do is that's difficult. Right?
Yep.
So it's a good ball handling drill.
Definitely. Okay, any other questions? So, and I didn't say this at the start, I always forget to, and then I come back to notes that I had. Adam Gapehorn, who I'm sure most of you would know, Australian Boomers assistant coach, head coach at the Centre of Excellence. He talks about that every practice should have 3 things. Okay, should always have shooting, an element of shooting in practice. Should always have an element of competitive stuff. Right, so 2-on-2, 3-on-3, 4-on-4, like a game, what's called gameplay. And should always have an element of 1-on-1. Okay, so shooting, 1-on-1, and then gameplay. Every session should have those 3 things. So I'm trying to show you little bits and pieces. We're not going to do too much jump shooting today. The shooting we're doing is just a lot of finishing. Okay, and now we're starting to build it up. We're going to get that 1-on-1 component, and then we're hopefully going to be able to finish with a little bit of just 2-on-2, maybe 3-on-3 stuff. Okay. All right, next thing. So let's get everyone just come up here quickly, and just 2 lines. So yep, lining up behind, facing the hoop. line out behind. Okay, we just need one ball. So you guys are gonna have the ball in the middle. You're both gonna have your both hands are on the basketball. Now, the next person in line, so Lockie, you're gonna yell out one of these two guys' names. Yep. Right, so you're both in a stance, like, yep, in a stance, ready to go. As soon as you hear your name called, it means you're the guy that's grabbing the ball, so you're gonna be ripping it. The other guy is going to be contesting the shot. Rules are, so some coaching points, have to play off 2 feet for your finish. Have to play off 2 feet. Again, eyes make layups, getting your eyes up, shoulder taps, but I want you to like have a feel and read where the defender is. So you might come in here, you might go fast, and then you might go slow and like try and wombat and sit down, right? If the defender's there, you're probably not going to be finishing with that hand, right? You're going to be finishing with that hand. If they cut you off and get in front, okay, then that's where your shoulder taps and you step through. So I want to see you read the defense, all right? Okay, next, get ready, get ready. Quickly, let's go, let's be a little bit faster, Quick, next person, call name, quick, ready, get into it, next person, call name. All right, stop there, good stuff. Okay, so we're gonna, again, I'm gonna progress here pretty quickly, just wanna show you a little bit of one-on-one stuff. So it's bringing forward some of the teaching points that Mark spoke about, some of the teaching points we did earlier about finishes, getting our eyes on the rim, shoulder taps, and now it's adding in defender, so adding an extra element to it, okay? So next one's this. You're gonna be on the wing here, Aiden. Lockie, you're gonna be both feet outside where the block is, and you're gonna be facing that way, so you're the defender. All right, we can do this both ends. I'll pick the cones up in a second, get them out of the way. So what it's gonna be, you're gonna be here on the spot, you have to make 2 moves. Okay, so let's say start in your inside hand, right? And you might go like cross between, so gotta make 2 moves, right? As soon as he's made his 2 moves and he breaks the 3-point line, you are coming across, right? So now you've got to be reading this guy, okay? Kind of a little bit like tacking the split line, right? And you just got to make a play, okay? So just go back. So to give context to this drill, got this from Aaron Fern, and like really good offense, like any offensive player needs to be able to create a split, but the really, really good offensive players can beat a second line of defense. So what we're imagining here is you got to make 2 moves to beat your imaginary defender, right? Now you have the help defense coming across, and now you're going to be able to make a play when the defense is running over. So you're going to be able to beat that second line of defense. That's what the elite scorers can do. Quick demo. We can go both ends with this. Here we go. Here we go, let's go, Josh. Hey, let's play it out. As the score, the defense gets it. I got it. Thank you. Here we go. Your tight handle, gonna make 2 quick moves. Tight handle, 2 quick moves. All right, just freeze there. So we're just gonna change it a little bit. So now you're gonna start with your baseline hand, and you've got to make 3 moves. So it might be cross, between, behind. So if you've done it correctly, you should be attacking on your inside hand. Everyone's got that? I want you to focus on trying to get to the kill box. So kill box would be right here, that's where you're trying to attack. And then again, reading the defense. So if they start to jump out early, then you might be able to like change direction. It might be off a step through and attack that space. Good at that? All right, keep going. Yeah, let's go. Tight handle. Let's go. Quick. 1, 2, 3. Quick. Come on, let's go tight handle, let's go tight handle. Good attack. Play it out till there's a score or the defense gets it. Let's go quick. 1, 2, 3. Next one. All right, stop there, athletes. Just come on down. Coming down halfway. Okay. So if you can kind of see, I guess, the concept which I spoke about at the start, the concept of the drill. All right, we're not just playing one-on-one. We have an element of ball handling to it. Obviously, with there being an advantage, you're going to should be able to get your shot off here. Right, so there's an element of shooting and getting a shot off, and then there's that element of one-on-one play, okay, which we spoke about. All right. Okay. Next thing we're going to do. Okay, the athletes aren't going to like me after this, but we're going to tie in a little bit of conditioning into some one-on-one play. Right, so I think something we can do at times as coaches, we say, all right, we want to get the athletes, fit, and we just put them on the baseline, we make them run, and we do all that stuff. Well, think about, again, how can you maximize your time? So if you want to get some conditioning done, well, can you do that in a way that works on conditioning, but you get a bit of basketball stuff out of it as well. So what we're going to do is this. Just jump on the baseline for me. Yep, let's go quick baseline. All right. We got this. So the two walkies, guy there and a guy out there. All right. You're going to pass me the ball. Okay, actually, sorry. This is my fault. Go down to that end and do the exact same thing down there. Girls, everyone just stay here. Stay here. Okay, so when you're at the front of the line, you're just going to pass me the ball. Wait till I have the ball, all right, before you go. Okay, you're the offensive player, you're the defensive player. Okay, so what it is, you're going to have a look. As soon as the other guy is ready, Brewer, when you're ready, you are just going to be a dead set sprint, right? And as soon as he moves, you're allowed to go. You are sprinting. You both have to run down and touch the baseline, right? Brewer, you're going to hit the baseline, and then you're going to be leading up quickly like a straight cut to get a catch in the wing. You've got to hit that exact same spot, Lockie May, down there, and then you're going to be on a closeout. All right, and we're playing. Offensive player has, let's call it 2 dribbles, okay, we'll go 3 dribbles to make a play, okay? Defense, small choppy steps, core ball carry hand, and you close out. All right, when you're ready. All right, good with that? Okay, let's do that. So this is my fault. Everyone go down there. We're just going to cycle through. Just stay here. Yeah, no, just cycle through. Just jog back. All right, we're ready. Let's just get a couple of reps of it so coaches can see it. So just wait there, Aiden. The coaching points, I just said briefly, for the closeout, okay, small choppy steps, core ball carry hand. All right, when you're ready. Good, playing. Yep, next ball, yep. Oh, I got one in, yep. When you're ready. When you're ready. I got one. Good, core ball carry hand. Good, playing. Gotta catch it on the wing, Catch it on the wing. Catch it on the wing, good, playing. Yep, let's go, ball. Are you ready? Come on, good closeouts, core ball carry hand on your closeout. Got to catch it on the wing. Good closeouts. wing catch, cool ball carry hand. All right, two more. Wing catch here, Zoe, wing catch. Cool ball carry hand. Iron. If that weight on that closeout, you can shoot the ball. Go the extra mile, I like it. All right, stop there. Come on down, athletes, good job. Okay, so I won't do too much of that because that is a really tough drill. So you might only, in a practice, you might only do that for like 5 minutes. Okay, dead set, sprinting, bit of cardio into it. Something that I'm really particular, just my sessions about, is like athletes got to listen to all the little things. I've got this really bad habit of I sometimes talk really fast, but if I give you details, you need to be able to absorb that and get it done, right? So where were you catching the ball? Wing. So I had a couple players starting to curl, right? The catch, have to catch it on the wing. Okay, how many dribbles did you have? How many dribbles? How many dribbles? You had 3 dribbles. How many dribbles did you take in that last one? About 5, all right? So little details, got to walk into that stuff. Just, like I said, a practice session, it's about the athlete, so we don't want to have to talk too much as coaches. So when we say something, you've got to be able to absorb it, take it in. All right, next thing's this. So I'll get just the girls just to jump in the baseline, and the boys are going to demo this. So now we're going to get into a little bit of 2-on-2 play, just to finish up. So boys, can we quickly grab those balls and even those cones and just chuck it on the baseline? Yep, it's great. Just chuck it on the baseline. Right, I need offensive play, O&D, so offense, defense here on the wing. Offense, defense here on the wing. Yep. With the ball. Yep, with the ball. Yep. And need a captain and someone on the weak side. Okay. Now, you could do this, I'm going to show you the 2-on-2 aspect of it. You could just start off with just this element of 1-on-1, right? And then after a little bit, you can progress to add in the extra 2 players. So how it's going to work, you're on the wing, your defense, you're going to pass on the ball, okay? All right, actually let's do this, come back. So a couple steps off, you have the ball, pass it out, core ball carry hand. All right, so we're going to start again on a little bit of detail for the defense, core ball carry hand. Okay, now you're just catching the ball and you're in a stance, and you're not allowed to go until Aiden does one of these 2 things. So whenever you're ready, Aiden, you are going to tag outside the 3-point line. Now how are you going to do it? Is either your left foot goes and tags, so left foot like that, which is signal, yep, so do that. Signal a drive that way. Okay, go back, do it again. Or if you go the other way, so with your right foot and tag, that would signal a drive there. Does that make sense? Okay, come back. Now, what I want, like if you can, Aiden, if you can just like quickly tag and get back in front, then you're trying to do that. Okay? Josh, you have to make reads, so you're on the captain, so like on the split line. You've got to make a read of what's happening here, okay? And I want the captain is either saying stay or go, right? So you're there, stay or go. What would go mean? It would mean who would go there? Aiden would go, right? If it's stay, what does that mean? Stay on your man. So you're in a stance. Now just walk through it. So as he's tagging out, okay, you've got to make a quick decision. Now, I would like it to not always be a go call. Like if you can find a way to get just back on his hip and kind of contest from the side, then you would be getting out there. Does that make sense? Okay, offensive player, you were driving to score. So like, can you just go get a layup? You were trying to do that. So if Josh doesn't do a great job with his stay or go call, like, right, and you just go get a layup, you're trying to do that. This guy here, you can't go past the diag, so I'll let you go down the drift. You're anywhere in this space. Okay, I'll give you a bit of freedom for that. You can't break the 3-point line. For now, on the kick out, you're just going to catch and shoot. Does that make sense? All right, quick demo. Here we go. 2-on-2. Good. Outlet to me. Yep. Swap it around. Offense and defense. Yep. Quickly. So if you say stay, then you need to be closing the gap there. All right. You got to do your best to tag here and then like get back in front. Right. Here we go. Play now, 2-on-2. Yep, in front of me. Here we go, here we go. Quick decisions. Here, throw it out. Next one. All right, throw it out. All right, have we had a kick out yet? No, so like, and you've got 2 layups, which is great. I would say to you, he's got 2 layups, so now you're probably going to be coming and telling him to go, right? If you don't have the shot, so you're attacking here, playing off 2, kicking it out, now it's just like catch and shoot, or you can drive it, all right? Coaching point for the guy that kicks it out. So when you kick out, you need to sprint out, like get outside the 3-point line. All right, here we go. Play in. Yeah, throw it out here, Yep. So, Brewer, what do you have to do when you kick out? Sprint out. So this is something coaches, just to give a bit more context, like as you go up levels, so the best like point guards are like really good at playing out a pick and roll, and they'll get, you know, a bit of keyway, kick it out. You see the best point guards in the world will kick it out and they then get out of there and create space. A real habit most junior players have, whether it's off pick and roll or just a straight drive, as they get into here and they kick it out and they just have the habit of standing there, right? But they kick it out. If they're not shooting the ball and they're driving it, like you need to be out there, okay? Here we go. Out of bounds, throw it to me. Here we go. Good quality out here. Kick out, sprint out. Here we go. So kick out, sprint out. Here we go. Good close out. Fine. Yeah, throw it out. Yep, let's go. Couple more. Okay, let's boys jump off, but Aiden stay. Boys jump off, girls jump on. All right, same thing. So now give me, quick girls, same thing. So now, can I get another O&D in that O&D in the corner? So Aiden go corner, O&D on the wing, quick. So all the girls are in. So all the same. So close it out, cool ball carry hand. All right, and I just want to be a little bit slower here. So call it, like it's almost a little bit rehearsed. All right, when you're ready, you do one of those 2 things, drive it hard, stay or go call. If you can get back, you can get back. If it's a go call, then you're dropping down, you've got to defend 2, right? And we're getting to the drift and diag. So you kick out, you sprint out. Okay, so if I'm being really critical of the boys, I don't think they did a good enough job of sprinting out. And sprinting out is not this. So in basketball, you don't run backwards. So you would never pass it like this and do that. It's just slow, it's not efficient. Get in here, kick it out, you sprint out, get outside the 3-point line quickly, and then you're ready for a shot. All right, here we go. Good, hey, let's get on the glass. Everyone rebounding, yep, throw it to me. Offense and defense, everyone goes rebounds. Yep, here we go. Playing now. Outlet, here we go. Yep. Play now. Kick out, sprint out. Play. Good. So, Annalise, right? You did a good job. So coaches, again, just so you can see the picture, Annalise did a good job at tough pass and you threw it right. Yeah? So as soon as you throw that, you then need to find a way to kick out, sprint out and turn and get. Does that make sense? All right, good job, Alf. Can we have hands together for the athletes? Really good job. All right, and athletes just want to jump over there and you can maybe start stretching or have a little bit of a cool down. So, again, I know that's a lot of stuff covered and I'll try to cover off on a fair bit there pretty quickly. To summarise some of the key things, so like think about the concept of it. How can you combine like multiple, like working on different types of skills, get a bit of gameplay? How can you like just get more done in your drills or in your games at practice? So again, instead of just always doing a ball handling drill and then a passing drill and a finishing, can you combine some things, right? See you one day, teach it the next. Some of what you saw today, whether it's from myself or Mark, would be great, like your next session, like go and try it. What you'll find is coaches, the first time you do it, you probably won't be very good at it, and then the more you do it, you get better at it. You might also try some things, and I definitely do this all the time. Try some things and you go, oh, that didn't work. Oh, well, I tried. And then you move on, you probably won't try that again. Okay? It's really important as coaches that we are always trying to challenge ourselves, try something new. Really, really important. Yeah, that's all I had. So thank you, everyone.
I'd just like to thank Nick for the time and preparation he puts into his clinics. Always, you should run the whole clinic, and everybody at the end always get something out of it that I want to take back to the Northwest, because something that I've said to the coaches, we have a framework to work out of, but you've got to make your own program in the North, Northwest and South, a little bit unique to you as well. You know, I don't want everything to be, okay, let's follow the head coach. I don't want that. That's something that I've reiterated to club coaches is you can follow the BTAS framework, but you've got to make it your own. You've got to put your own spin on it. You've got to put, and you go to that club, you go, oh, they're doing some different thing. I like that. It's just a framework to build off. And I think Nick does a great job of that. I know Nate will do a great job of that over a period of time as well. I do want to make special mention to Lauren Wise. Lauren come home from the Institute on Friday. I get a message on Friday night. I want to do the warm-up and sit on the bench and be in the team meeting tomorrow. Is that good? Yep, no worries. And I said to her, do you want to do the clinic? Oh yeah, I'm in the clinic. You know, so it's just been, like, training volume's been really high for her in the last 6 or 8 weeks. She's been outstanding, and then to roll back in and jump on the floor. So we just give a quick hand to Lauren. Really proud of the progress that she's made. I think when we saw her come out onto the floor today, I was like, oh, she's done a really, really good job, and the Institute have done a great job like supporting her. So thanks to the coaches, right? Number 8 in the bag, and really appreciate your time. Right, enjoy your weekend. What's left? Thank you.